Welcome to another crafting and DIY with me. Real quick, what you're gonna need for this DIY project: a styrofoam ball. I got this at the party store. I don't remember what size it was because, as you can see, I had used it for another project and I didn't like it and I took it apart. Okay, so I cut it in half. And when you cut this in half, you see all those little balls, they go everywhere. So be careful. I cut myself a piece of cardboard round the shape of this, and this is gonna go right here, as you can see. Oh, my light is beaming. Right? This. A noodle pole, I don't know what you call these, from Dollar Tree. A dowel, also from Dollar Tree. And my home, my Shabby Chic flowers. Okay, so what I did was I traced this. So I'm going to cut this out with my cardboard cutter. So I'll be right back. So I cut the hole. You're going to measure, you're going to trace the size. You're going to just trace it. So you're going to make sure that your foam fits, because this is going to be your handle to the bouquet. Listen, anything is possible. You don't need to buy expensive. You can do this your own, you see? The dowel is to give it a little bit more support in reference to if it's too heavy, so it won't. You see? Okay, so now what we're going to do is glue this to this. I'm going to use this glue gun, but I suggest you use the heavier glue gun, the bigger glue gun, because the heat is powerful. It still works, don't get me wrong, but it is what it is. It's to your preference. Okay, let me pull this. And you probably know this is going to probably melt a little. So I'm just gonna add it on. I'm gonna have to turn on my big glue gun. Unfortunate with this, when you do this little glue gun, you can't squeeze out too much at one time. So let's see. See? So I'm going to add a little bit right here. Just hold it down. I don't remember what I did with this, but none of this going to show, so don't even bother. Okay, there you go. Like I said, I might have to bring my big glue gun out. Just hold it. Just when it's time to insert the pull noodle and the dowel stick. It's just to reaffirm the edges a little better. So my next step is I'm going to put the flowers in first. On, rather. See? There you go. There you go. There you go. I try to do my videos piece by piece. Okay, done. So what I did was, I did my flowers already. I made big ones and little ones. All in the cream color. So now when I do this, what I'm going to do is insert this piece here. Because I want to see when to start when I cover this piece here. So you take it out, make sure you're holding it. You're holding the, okay. You're gonna get your big out, the big ones out first. This is our first piece here. Because I made a lot of this color, so I added. You see? So, because these are the only two white, well, actually three, we're going to add these on right here. But when you do, you want to fold them. And hold them in. And it takes long because this is foam, styrofoam rather. And you need a lot of the flowers because you're going to bunch them up together. One. You see, it's still not. Hold it. And I got a bunch of brooches that I'm gonna add on. You see? because you want them bunched up together because you want them to form a flower. You see? And in the little gaps is where you're going to add your rhinestones or your brooches or whatever, pearls, whatever you have. See? So let me show you what I'm doing now. I don't know if I'm flashing, but it is very hot in my house, warm. I started adding on the little pieces, you see? So what I do is I look for whatever is whatever spot I see empty, and I bring out the big dog. And you just coordinate the flowers. See? But when you do the little flowers, you're not going to push them all the way down like I did the big one. You're just going to gently put it because you want it to stick out a little bit. And if you see that the flower is sticking too down because the big one's over, which overpowers it, you take a dowel stick, you insert it in the back of the flower and stick it on, or even a toothpick. Look how stinking cute is this one. This over here so we can see a little better. And making these flowers take time. I bring them when I go to work on my lunch break. I do them. And look how cute. Look, and these you stick them like right, not down, but in between the flowers, you see? But this you do for last. Okay. Oh, oops, where did it go? Let me leave these little ones here. I need a whole bunch. And take your time. Take your time in putting them in the right spots. Again, you hold them in like this. I already got white there. And you want to touch up every little empty spot. Let me show you what I'm up to so far. See? So what I'm doing now is covering up the little holes with whatever big flower I have. You know, because it goes from big, medium, and small. Because you start off with the big ones and you put them around. Then you take to your medium one. Then you take to your small ones. And then you take to your extra small ones. But you see what these flowers can do? I even have something like this. Look how cute. And I got the little rose. You see? What else? I also got these that I made that, of course, I'm going to insert You see? This is an overall shabby chic. I even did little, you see? And these, what's this glue? No. And these will go like on top. They won't go down, you see? I love this glue. I already got burnt. And it's only on 60 watts. It's not on 100 watts. But it glues fast. I was thinking too, not only this can be a bouquet, it can also be a centerpiece. I have a big, let me show you where did I put it? Candlestick stand. I don't know where, came from the thrift store. Where did I put it? It's somewhere here. When I find it, I'm going to show you. I just took it down from the, I'll show you. You see? It could be a centerpiece for a table. It could be a centerpiece for a wedding. For a toilet, what you do is get a toilet, which is the bounty hold, not the bounty, paper towel holders. Get 2 of them, insert them, and here you have, and just bring some little dangling stuff down, and you have a centerpiece. The beauty of knowing how to do your own stuff will run you less expensive. A piece like this, depending, $50 or probably more for a wedding. And all you have to do is buy material. I usually buy burlap style material because it's a little firmer. And this one, depending on, you see this is burlap, but you see how little pieces come out? But that's okay. See? Oh, look. Then I'm going to add some little brooches or pearls in them. Or, yeah, they add these like on top, you see? So now I started covering the little pieces, you see? See, like this piece here, I don't like the way it looks. So I'll bring it up a little bit. And let me see what kind of piece. No, don't like that one. Don't like this one. Let's just add this white one right there. You see? I need something. Like this there. No. It's okay. What else I have? I have these. Hold up. Because I am adding on every rich flower. Oh, I don't like that one there. You see this is, you see there's like a little space between here and there. So I'll take this one and add it right there. So when you don't want the flower to go all the way down, just glue the sides. You see? Oh, this light is so beaming. Let me bring it down. Let me see. Okay, better. You see? Okay, so I still feel like it's missing something right here. So let me see what else I have. No, I don't want it. Add this one down. I just want to bring it up a little bit. There you go. You start looking for places. You don't want to put them all together in one spot. You're not bringing them down. You just, like I said, gluing the sides at this point, not the bottom, but the sides. Let me see. You see how I put this, where is it? This little one right here. So, I'm only, like I said, gonna glue the sides. Oops. I'm scared of this glue gun. You see, you just like basically are just putting them on the top. I did a lot of these small ones. I also did these that I'm gonna add on to also. Remember, when you make these flowers, you're gonna make small ones and small, medium, and large. So stinking cute. I love it. And again, it could go on a centerpiece. Oh, they're all on a centerpiece. There's a centerpiece on Bouquet. I'll look for it later. And I made all sorts of. Let me find something right here. There you go. Let's put these two together. See? This is my first Shabby, Chic, and material bouquet. I have done two, and they're easy to make. Styrofoam. I'm gonna add something back here, like a little ruffled thing here. I'm also gonna add at the bottom like antique and vintage ribbon. But these flowers I always make just to keep them in case a project pops up. Okay, this is there. And you, oh, I got to glue this. And you look around. I think I'm going to bedazzle my glue gun. There you go. These I'm going to add last. Or add them in, the little ones anyway. You see? I'm just doing these little tiny ones first. I'm just going around and looking for spots. You see, as you look around, you'll see like little pieces like this that if you have. Okay, I added on the small pieces, as you can see. But you see these flaps right here? Because these were the bigger ones. I'm not feeling it, you see? So I'm gonna glue these to the cardboard, you see? Gives it a more level look. So what I'm gonna do now, I have these pieces. I'm not gonna use the lavender. I'm gonna use the leaf part of it. Oh, I don't wanna mess up. I might just cut, let's see. You see, so I'm just gonna add greenery to it. Just be careful when you pull them apart. Hey guys, let me show you how beautiful this bouquet turned out. Look at this. I'm gonna add some greenery to it, but first things first. I want to do the stick which goes on the here to hold. Oh, no, go. Right here. And I got rhinestones like brooches to put on. Let me put this somewhere that it won't. Look at this. So what I decided to use was the nautical rope from Dollar Tree. But when you're dealing with this, make sure you have gloves on because this is a cream color and you don't want it to get dirty. So I marked it to where I'll add the rope to. But you know what? No, at the bottom I do last because I have to insert the stick. Let's see how this goes. So I'm going to wrap this all around. I just want you to see my vision. You see, I still got more to go, which is just a small piece. But you see, look how cute this bouquet, shabby chic bouquet turned out. And I'm not finished because I got brooches and all, and greenery to add to the top. I don't want it to look plain like this. You see this piece here? Oh, look. And I'm gonna put dowel right around here. I'll probably wrap it around in a way here that makes it look a little elegant. Right underneath. I have to cover this, so I'll see what I do. Look how cute. I'm gonna insert a dowel underneath the wood stick so like that it's gonna be glued on right here, but I want it, we'll see. I feel like it's enough firm, but I still want to stick in this piece here. It's taking me about 5 days to do this. Like I said, remember to wear your gloves. So I'm gonna cut. I'm not gonna try to cut this. Pull out the tape from. This is really thick. I'm sorry, but I'm trying to hold. So, I'm gonna cut the piece where the tape is at. I don't want to cut the tape off, or peel the tape off, because this piece here will cover it. Let me try to bring this. This just has a lot of weight to it, the light, so it brings it down. And cut this piece here. When we finish here, we're going to do a lot of covering. So now what I am going to do is get a Ziploc bag and cover this piece. Because now I could take my gloves off. You don't want to keep putting your hands on this piece. I did a wedding bouquet about 2 years ago, and the handle was white, so as I was working with it, I put the baggie in so like that. I don't be touching this part here because it gets dirty too quick. Now I can take my gloves off. So, where is my stick? Oh. I'm gonna add more glue to it. Oh, it's falling in the wrong places. There you go. Let me make sure this dries up properly. I felt it come up a little bit here, but you can't see that. You see, gives it a very good. Let me see. So I put glue around the rim and inside. Okay. Hold it down. Gonna hold it for a minute. You see, I still got a piece of stick here that I'm gonna cut. Okay, great. There you go. But I'm gonna reassure it and just add a little glue at the bottom. Remember, this is going to be covered. Hold it down for a minute. This is taking me a long time. because you want to make sure that when you add these pieces of flowers, you see I still got to cut them off a little bit because you're handling them so much. Okay, much better. You see? I could have made some flowers down here too, so I'm gonna see if I have enough material to do it. I have small ones, but I'm not really sure the small ones are gonna cover all this. Okay, there you go. Okay, now on to our next step is to cut this and cover this part. And this part appears heavy. Remember, this is burlap material. They tend to be a little thick and heavy. So I got all the flowers in. All the flowers are in, and the heart to hold is in, right? You see? But now I have to cover this. But I also want some form of lace. So I had this lace there for a long time. Where's this piece? I had used it on another project, but I took it apart. You see? So this is what I'm gonna put right here. So turn this around. Let me make sure. If this is the way I want it. Yes, you see? So what you're gonna do is take into consideration, I bought this at a fabric store. There's one specific one I go to, and they're the ones that have like lace like this. You can do whatever you want or whatever you have to add on. You can even leave them like this. It doesn't matter, but you know, I need extra. So what I'm going to do is, on this side, let me turn this like this. Let me make sure. I am going to sew it at the edge. I am going to sew it. I am going to glue it. And because it's folded or pleated, folded, let me see, let's get the first one. So let's see how it looks. Oh, you see? Give it an antique-ish look. So, we are going to glue this, just a dab. And if you see that it's, even if this, like I said, is pleated, you see? But sometimes you need to pleat it just a little extra when you're wrapping it around, you see? And take your time. But because I want to cover this part here, I have extra, so I'm going to put another layer. I'm going to add another layer. But this layer, I'm just going to overlap it. You see? Well, I thought I was recording myself, but I wasn't. Just show you real quick. I did 3 layers. See? And again, these could be centerpieces for a table. Okay, so I have brooches. A lot of brooches. I got more in the cubbies. I'm trying to find out where does the man buys them from, because I think when you go into these places you have an ID, a state ID number, and I have one, so I could go buy them and also sell them online. So I already put one here because I thought I was recording myself. You see? So what I'm going to do is look for where else I could add them to. You see? So I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Look. I feel like I missed the spot right now, but that's good. You see? So now I have this piece here I want to use, like right here. But I need some like antique. You know what? No, let me do this now. Because next I'm going to add my greenery to it. Okay, so let's focus on the center. Right here. This. Let's go. I always have bags of stuff. You should also. Let me see. Nah, I think I have an idea. So I have dowel. Let's make a bow. Okay. A zip tie. Nah. Probably a little smaller. No, I'm not liking this. One of the fabric store I go to, sometimes when they cut the tulle and the customer don't want it, they'll put it in a big bag and sell it as is. So I bought a huge bag, a 1 yard, 2 yard, you know, whatever. Sometimes I lose concentration. I forget the camera. What do you think? Or just leave it like this. Oh, yeah. This was my center, right? Yes, it was. Okay. Okay, so now that I know what I'm gonna do, let's cover it back up. Put this here. Let's move this to the side. And bring these pieces here. I don't want anything too big. So what I did was, I took the flowers apart and just you don't want it to look too obvious. Like these big branches popping out. Nah. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Well, here you have it. Your shabby chic wedding bouquet. So what I'm gonna do with the tulle that I have there that I was gonna use, I'm gonna wrap this piece up and let the tulle fall out a little bit. I just might keep the plastic on it. Let me see. Oh, let me show you real quick. You see the little greenery? It's just a little, you know, not a lot. Okay, first things first, we're gonna cut the ends. Guess Ash don't like it. Just cut them, that's it. Now I'm gonna use my fabric scissors. Open it up. You see what I mean? But first of all, you see, uneven. I don't like that.